Hello everybody, I've been riding on a bit of a wave of self-pride recently, which is weird because I usually hate myself. I usually despise everything to do with me, but lately I've been pretty prideful of what I've done. I think I've grown a lot as a person in the last year or so. I've been doing things in my life that I never thought I would do all the way back then last year. But one of the biggest areas of growth that I think I've grown in the most is filmmaking. When I was younger, I saw Lord of the Rings and it made me just want to create things. I wanted to write, I wanted to make comics, I wanted to film everything that I could. It was basically the biggest thing I did when I was a kid. Mostly just filming random stuff that I thought was like funny and fun to do, I guess.
No, she didn't! Oh, yes, she did! No, she did! Yes, she did! No, she did! Yes, she did, Peter! I just saw it! Alright, take it easy.
I have so many old stories that I wrote. I have so many old drawings that I made. I have so many old films that I made when I was younger, and I look back on those fondly, even though they're terrible. And to me, it's really crazy to see my growth in the last year. I feel like I've made 2 very good short films from my eyes. Maybe you don't feel the same way, but I'm pretty proud of those 2 short films, and I think I've grown a lot, which is crazy. So I think it's time that I completely ruin that wave of pride that I'm on and talk about something that I hate. One of my old YouTube shows that I used to do and make fun of that because I really hate being happy. Even the intro literally just has Mission Impossible music. I've wanted to make this video for a long time, but could never find the right way to do it and the right time to make it because I wanted it to be a really good time, but I decided, screw it. I'm gonna make this video over the spring break that I'm on. It's called Tom Grimm. It was a show I used to make on YouTube on this very channel. They're still on the channel, but they're unlisted. And they are like 3-minute skits that I used to put together, and they all culminate into one story. There's about 9 of them. Actually, not about, there is 9 of them. Because I wanted to make 10 episodes for the first season, which is basically what this is. But I never ended up doing 10 because I don't remember why. I guess I didn't have enough filler to put in the show to make it 10 episodes. It's basically something I made when I was in middle school, and I made it with my friends, and it is beyond bad. It is so terrible, so I felt like I needed to talk about this at some point in my life, because I need to look back at my old films and make fun of them. Because that's just what I like to do. I like to be self-deprecating, so let's... Basically, when I was about this age, I was a huge fan of this guy on YouTube called Rich Alvarez. I'm not much of a fan of him anymore because a lot of his content is pretty, honestly, kind of terrible. No offense to him, he seems like a nice guy, but his content just isn't up to par anymore. I think it's cringe. I still really respect him for giving me so much inspiration, though, because back in that day, this show called Stupid Mario Bros. Was my thing. I was obsessed with this show, and I still look back on it and think it's really good for what it is. The first 3 seasons and the movie that they made were actually a lot of fun, and I still look back on them fondly. I was so inspired by that show back in the day, and I saw how much fun the crew members were having, and I saw how popular they got out of these videos, so I was like, if they can do it, I can do it! Yes! So this whole series is basically just a ripoff of Stupid Mario Bros. That's really all it is. There are so many scenes and characters and moments and just everything about this show is a ripoff of that show.
Now I don't think
Who told you to think? I don't give you enough information to think!
Who told you to think? I didn't give you enough information to think!
So throughout this video, when I start to make fun of the terrible show that I made, I will literally talk about what moments copy straight from Stupid Mario. I can literally show clips from a Stupid Mario episode to show the exact same moment in this show, in that show.
Oh!
Because it's really all this show is. I was basically just talking to my friends and I was like, hey, I want to make a YouTube show. Can you guys help me? And they begrudgingly were like, yeah, okay, I guess. And basically every episode was just us improving. Like, we had an idea what the episode might be beforehand, and then we just improv the entire episode. Like, we knew what the general idea of what we wanted to do was, but then we just, like, we didn't have a script, basically, is what I'm saying. We didn't have a script, we didn't have a storyboard, we didn't plan anything out. It was all improv on the day of the shoot. We just did whatever the heck came to our brains. I guess it's a comedy spy thriller thing, and it's supposed to be a goofy show that is goofy, and comedy is the first intention of it. A lot of the comedy doesn't even make any sense, and it's not even well done. A lot of it is just comedy because of how bad the show is. So without further ado, let's get into this terrible show that I created, and let's rip myself a new one. So the episode basically starts with two characters, one being Tom Grimm and the other being a character called Commander Robert, and they're played by me and my brother, and they have a bit of banter together.
Commander, are you reading?
One shot in, and I've already broken the fourth wall unintentionally. This is gonna hurt. Also, I love how my character is literally just me with a black shirt and a headband on, and that's all we did. We couldn't even get a costume, it was just me with a headband. Actually, I think I still have that. Let me check. Yeah, we got it right here. Let me take these off. I gotta get back into character, everybody. Okay. It's probably gonna be like really small. I can't see. I need my glasses. I look beautiful. Tom Grimm returns, everybody.
Alright, Grim. I need you to sneak around that shed over there.
I also love how my brother's just wearing a white shirt and glasses, and we're supposed to buy that he's this, like, commander boss dude of the spy organization, I guess, if that's what he's supposed to be. Again, we couldn't get a costume, a suit, or anything. Nothing. We just had to have him wear his normal clothes.
Wait, but I don't think... Who told you to think? I didn't give you enough information to think!
Also, Tom's gun is literally a Star Wars gun toy that I've had, and I still have it right here.
Wait a minute now.
There's no time for you to wait! Do what you're told! Get around the shed, now!
Okay, fine. Grim out.
Fantastic opening scene. That was so good. Yes! It was very funny, and it totally isn't a ripoff of a stupid Mario scene at all. It was so well done. Great job, me. I'm so proud of me. This scene is literally another straight-up ripoff of another Stupid Mario Bros. Sequence. Observe.
Ha! Oh, there's no one there. Huh?
Hello.
What are you doing here?
I was just observing. Now get around the building! 50 more times!
Okay, fine.
Freeze! Oh, there's nobody there. Your mission, if you choose to accept it, is to move all of your supplies into that base.
That's wicked small. I can't use that as a base.
Oh, but you will, and I'll be waiting in the command center over there.
So I guess the joke here is that Robert gave Tom a very small base, like a tiny little playhouse thing that he could use at his base, and the actual command center that Robert owns is substantially bigger, I guess? Like I said, the humor doesn't make any sense.
Oh, this is stupid. Oh, this is... Oh, this stupid door. Like... It's not even a proper floor, it's a bunch of grass. Oh, I need to do the sneaking technique. Oh. Fit in there. Oh, what use would we have with a lawnmower? There.
Good job putting all my mom's preschool toys into your little base thing. Great job, Tom. I love you.
Oh, it's an enemy soldier!
You can tell right there I'm trying really hard to say the word soldier right because I kept saying shoulder in the bloopers.
Oh, it's an enemy shoulder!
Also, the enemy soldier character was literally just played by my brother, who also played the Commander Robert character who just was in the thing. Great job, me. Also, literally all he did was change his shirt, put a hat on, and take off his glasses and get a lacrosse stick. So that means he's a totally different person. They're not the same person at all. They're completely separate.
Let's fight with our fists!
Why would you fight with your fists? You have a Star Wars gun that you can just shoot it with. Why is that so hard? You have this giant gun in your possession that supposedly works. You just shoot the guy with it. Why do you need to fight with your fists? That might actually be my favorite fight scene in the entire season.
Hey, Grim, you there? I just observed you getting beaten from the command center. What's wrong with you?
The lighting is terrible. Couldn't you have just gone to an area with better lighting? To be fair though, the lighting gets way worse later on. Here it's not as terrible, but half of his face is dark and the other half is light, so it's kind of like foreshadowing that metaphor that was used in The Force Awakens with Kylo Ren. We totally invented that metaphor, and J.J. Abrams called me up and he took that idea from me. We predicted The Force Awakens, everybody.
Sorry, I'll get him next time.
Oh, you better.
Can you not break the fourth wall, please? Couldn't somebody have told you not to look at the camera? It's not that hard.
I'll take it into Professor Jack Jack to be analyzed.
That was some great editing right there. Oh my goodness. Edgar Wright, take some notes, dude. Come on. You gotta step up your game to our level.
Hello, Grim. What brings you here? I need you to analyze this lacrosse stick. I'll go to work right away.
So this character was going to be inspired by Professor Oak in Stupid Mario Bros., who's basically a crazy weird scientist that acts really incompetent all the time. The problem here is that he's literally only in 2 scenes in the entire season, and he's literally just played by me with a red shirt on without the bandana. Also, I literally decided to have Tom scan a lacrosse stick to move the plot along. If you're still a fan of me from these days, back in these days when I used to make these, if you're still following my channel, I really applaud you. You guys are amazing, because I don't know how you didn't leave the channel right when that happened. Genuinely, my favorite part about this show, though, is that we were really self-aware, you know? We knew it was really stupid and dumb, and we just tried to go as ridiculous as possible, which works for this kind of show. I mean, the show still is terrible, but that's my favorite part about it. We actually knew that it was stupid. We weren't trying to take it really seriously. At least not until later on. Especially in the later episodes, it gets really ridiculous and stupid, and I just like that we knew that it was dumb. We didn't try to make something serious. I remember back in those days, I thought I was like a really serious YouTuber, so I tried to upload every Monday. I tried to upload like a new skit, kind of like Smosh or something like that. I tried to have like a consistent schedule that I uploaded stuff. I basically said you can have a new sketch every Monday, so basically I had the first episode up for a long time, and I was too stupid to realize that a lot of shows on YouTube and on TV are filmed and edited and planned and written way before the first episode even airs on TV. I was too dumb to know that, so basically what I did did was make the first episode and then started to make the second episode after the first one went on YouTube. So I was so bummed that the second episode took a while and I couldn't upload it right after the first one because I was a stupid little kid. I was sure back then that people were really dying to see what would happen in the plot after Professor Jack scanned that lacrosse stick, you know? That was a really good cliffhanger, and I'm sure people were really dying to see what would happen next. So the second episode is basically just me and my brother playing Smash Bros. That's the whole thing. Like, it's literally a copy off a Stupid Mario Bros. Episode again. Like, the whole thing is just straightly ripped from Stupid Mario Bros. It was done way better, and it made more sense because it was like a Nintendo parody, and the characters were Nintendo characters, and it was like they were playing a game that was based off themselves. And it made a lot more sense in that show, and it was really goofy and fun. But in this thing, it was just like, what the heck was I thinking? The first episode basically set this up as a spy parody. Like, it was like Mission Impossible or something like that. And then all of a sudden we start playing video games and getting into Nintendo references? Like I'm holding a Pikachu the entire episode? Why? So this episode starts with me sleeping in a bed in the same room that I'm in right now. This is actually the same room that was in the show. It looks very different now. That's why you can't recognize it, but it's the same room, trust me.
What are you doing? It's time for training.
It's 5 in the morning.
Is there a problem with that?
No, I guess not.
Alright, then I guess we should get moving!
Yeah, that's definitely what a house looks like at 5 in the morning. Like, there's definitely, that's what it looks like. That's what 5 in the morning definitely looks like. It's not dark. It's like that. So this is another segment in the show that is literally ripped straight from Stupid Mario, and I can show you the parallels right here.
Son of a fool, that's moving already!
Start the episode off with him getting ready in the morning, and then he plays some video games for the rest of the episode. It's the same thing. My brother has an iPod. Also, the lighting, can I just say, the lighting is beautiful.
I'll have to let you know that this training is the most difficult training you'll ever have. It's incredibly intense training, and you've never seen any training like this because it's my master strategical plan to have training like this, and this is what I felt like I should tell you that. Are you ready?
That line was definitely in the script. That was definitely planned. We totally didn't improvise that line at all because we had no idea what we were going to have him say. That didn't happen, no. We had literally that written in the script. I can prove it to you. I can show you a screenshot from the script that had that line in it.
I'm in! After this, you'll be ready for anything.
This is genuinely one of my least favorite scenes in the entirety of Tom Grimm. This whole thing is just so bad on so many levels. Like, the lighting is terrible. The line delivery by my brother is terrible. No offense to him, it was all my fault. And it literally is just another scene ripped straight from Stupid Mario Bros. Like, I couldn't do anything original in my brain.
This training will be more extensive and intense than anything you have experienced in your entire lives. It will be dangerous, and some of you might not make it. We will be facing fears unlike anything you have ever seen. And before it's over, you might find yourselves crawling back to Mama. So this is your last chance. Back out now or forever wish you hadn't.
I'm in! So am I!
Very well then. Let the games begin.
If you're wondering why the lighting was so bad here, like worse than normal, it's because the light in that room wasn't working that day. It was broken and we had to fix it, and we decided to film on that day for some reason. Great great idea! So literally the whole episode is just them playing Smash Bros. It's so boring.
I told you this would be such difficult training. Playing against me in Smash Bros. Near impossible to win. Choose one that has a difficult terrain. Ah, excellent choice.
Did you like how Tom picked the stage before Robert could finish his line? AKA, I picked the stage before my brother could finish his line. Did you like that? Yeah, I liked it too. Who turned the light back on? Was it Professor Jackson? And that's the end of that episode. That is definitely the best one of the 9 that we did. That is the one that I'm most proud of. It's totally not my least favorite at all. It is fantastic and great, and there's 7 more of these to go. Oh, boy. Okay. Hey, everybody. My name is Frank. I need to get a haircut, as you can see, and it's time to talk about my top 10 best movies of 2017, y'all. Okay, let me look at my list here. Okay, so let me. Number 10 is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. It was really funny. It was really good. It was funny. There was really good acting. It was good. Okay, number 9. Number 9 is Cars 3. I really liked all of it. There was Cars and Lightning McQueen, and Owen Wilson is really good, and it was good. It was funny. It was really good. Number 8 is Justice League. That's another really good one. It's good. Next one is Stranger Things 2. It was really good performances. It was good. It was really fun. Alien Covenant. That one is number 5. Probably there. I think that's where I am. I really liked the Orville. That was a good one. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is number 4. That was a really funny movie. It was really good. It was enjoyable. It was nice to watch. It was a good opinion on it.
Now back to the show. On Nick.
So after the fantastic episode 2, we start off episode 3 with me playing a video game. Because we didn't already get enough of that. We needed more of me playing a video game. In this comedy spy spoof thing. But to be fair, that is only the first scene in this episode. Like, it goes to something else, so don't you worry. Also, I remember I thought I was so clever by sticking Smash Bros. Brawl right there, since that's the game we played in the last episode. It's such a great Easter egg, you know? I love how the audio just randomly cuts out. So now we decide to introduce a new character, so it's not just me and my brother anymore, played by my friend, and he's totally not a copy of Ash Ketchum from Stupid Mario Bros. At all. He's a completely original character, completely created by us.
Is that Luigi U for the Wii U downloadable content?
Oh boy.
My shirt literally just changed. Even my hair looks different. This just shows you what little experience we had and how much we didn't know what we were doing. I literally have a different shirt in the next shot. To be fair though, that does happen a lot more later on. Like, this isn't the first time it happens, so get ready to be excited for that. So I guess the theme of this episode is that Robert decides to put us through training, so he puts us deep in the woods. I guess the idea was that Carl was meant to be really annoying, and he's super nerdy and obsessed with video games, yet throughout the episode, he's completely fine and I'm like dying the whole time. In other words, this episode is complete filler, just like the last episode.
You ever get off that thing?
Shh, get down.
What?
I think I saw Munchlax. I know I have something in here to get rid of that Munchlax.
Yes, the poker loot.
You know what? Grab this!
Ah!
So, I'm sure none of you know what just happened, but I'm gonna try to sum it up the best way I can. Basically, I guess what happened was there was a Pokemon in this woods. He's Munchlax. If you've played Pokemon, you know about him. We also had my brother voice him, and then we had Carl take out a recorder, aka a Pokeflute, as he calls it in this. My old elementary school recorder that I used to play in elementary school. This is supposed to be like in the Pokemon game when you find a Snorlax and it's blocking the road. Only for some reason it's a Munchlax, not a Snorlax, because I only had a Munchlax toy, and it's very small. And the whole Pokeflute thing is yet another copy off a Stupid Mario Bros. Thing.
Oh, I played the Pokeflute. Here.
So I guess after that he tried to play the Pokeflute to make the Munchlax move, but it didn't work, so he just kicks him. Like I said, this show gets really weird. The first two episodes were kind of not as weird, but it gets really, really weird. And I think this is the first episode that we really embrace that. But here it makes no sense. Nothing of what I just said probably even made sense to any of you. I don't even know what we were thinking. Also, I broke the fourth wall again for the millionth time, so that's just great.
Hey look, a Goomba. Where'd you get that?
I stole it from you.
Give it.
Ah.
Oh, I can't find the way out.
It's funny because that scene was completely there by accident. I didn't mean to hit my friend in the knee with that gun. It just sort of happened and we decided to leave it in. Which is a great idea. That's how you make movies, man. And I can imagine everyone who hasn't worked on this show probably has no idea what's even going on, even with me explaining it. I don't even know what Tom was so upset about. Like, you can see that it's a small patch of woods and there's a path that you can go on that'll lead you to the way out, yet he's just like getting all upset over nothing and crying and smashing his head on a tree. I don't understand what's even going on at all in this entire episode. And I made it. I don't even know what we were trying to do at all. I didn't even realize this until now. This episode is more nonsensical than I even remembered.
Help! Everyone!
Hey look, the exit.
That doesn't look like an exit, but okay. I guess I'll buy it. Also, we had no idea how to end this episode, so we just had Carl dance around and do stuff to the Pokemon theme. What even is this show?
I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was. I wanna be the very best, like no one ever was.
I love how this montage literally just footage of what we just saw in the episode. Like, literally, I just used the same footage. I didn't try to record new stuff to make this montage. I just took stuff from the episode before because I really needed to make the runtime longer. Great idea. That's just so good. Also, I didn't know what else to add to it, so I just showed the video game I was playing at the beginning of the episode.
We're back.
I love the lighting! Really great job you got there. You got a great lighting crew.
Hey, congratulations on finally making it back.
Oh boy, do I get a prize?
Absolutely not.
Ah, Bulbasaur.
What? Son of a Bulbasaur!
So that's episode 3. At least it's a little bit better than the last one. And now it's time for episode 4, which from what I remember is literally just another filler episode where nothing happens. So this'll be just great. What a great way to start the episode. Great shot. You know the One Perfect Shot Twitter account where they post shots from movies that are really perfect and great and wonderful? It's basically self-explanatory. They gotta put this shot right here on their Twitter. I'm gonna tweet at them until they post that. You all should tweet at them too if you have Twitter accounts. Tweet at them to post this shot.
Look, it's a dog Pokemon.
So what we were doing here is, again, copying Stupid Mario Bros. Ash Ketchum in that show would often find animals, catch them because he doesn't know what he's doing because he grew up in the Pokemon world, and now all of a sudden he's in this real world where everything's in reality. So he tries to catch everything, even though here it doesn't make any sense because Carl isn't from another Pokemon world. He's just a normal kid, and for some reason he's deluded to think that he can catch a dog in a Pokeball. It doesn't make any sense. It's just there to copy Stupid Mario Bros. That's all it is. But wait, it gets even weirder. Just watch this.
Why are you throwing stuff at me? I don't like bro.
What are you doing? There's a talking dog out there, man. It's creepy. Put a collar on him and makes him talk. That's weird.
So for some weird reason, I don't know why I did this, I decided to have my dog be in the show as a character, and him to have a voice that is voiced by my brother in this really weird voice. And it's copying basically Up, where they have the collars that'll make him talk, and I decided to have that in the show for some reason, and his voice is very nonsensical. It's very hard to understand. If you didn't know what he said, "Why are you throwing stuff at me? I don't like you." That's all he said. And you probably had no idea what that was until I just said it. Putting my dog in this show should be animal cruelty. Can someone sue me?
Fenway, you gonna be boring for the camera? I want to get footage of you. Oh. Fenway, hi. Oh, shut up.
Also, I love how during this entire episode, you can literally just hear my neighbor at the other house mowing his lawn the entire time in the background. Great production value.
Oh, you're fooling around again, I see. Well, time for some training.
Again?
You guys are gonna have to go in that structure over there, and you're gonna have to do some stealth training. You'll have to go through a few obstacles and climb around in the structure and just practice doing all that.
That line definitely wasn't improvised at all. That was in the script. Again, just like the line from before, that was totally in the script. I don't know why you thought it was completely improvised and made up at the spot, because it wasn't. It was in the script. If I'm being real though, my brother is probably one of the best parts of this show, even though his character is another copy off a Stupid Mario Bros. Character. He's just relishing this role. He's having so much fun with it, and he's just a lot of fun in this role. It's really great to contrast me, because Tom Grimm has no character. Like, literally the show is called Tom Grimm, and I don't have a single character trait. You can't even describe me as a character. I'm terrible. I'm so boring. So yeah, this whole episode is basically just us fooling around in the backyard. There's not really anything else to say about it. It's literally just, that's the whole thing. I mean, I did like using Zelda music in this episode for some reason, because apparently this is a Nintendo parody. Like, I make Nintendo references all the time, so it's gotta be a Nintendo parody, right?
Look at them.
There he is! There's my neighbor mowing the lawn! He got in the movie! He starred in the movie! I feel so bad for him. Like, he's just mowing the lawn, trying to have a good day, mowing his lawn, and there's just some crazy kids in his neighboring house doing God knows what. I feel so bad for that man. He probably thought we were insane.
Snake training!
Okay, that was actually kind of funny, because it's my younger self in pain. That makes it funny. Oh, he didn't even hit me right there! Slow that footage down, he totally didn't even hit me. Oh, oh, oh. We could have reshot that to where he actually hit me in the face, but no, he just got to miss. And then we put it in, because we're lazy as heck. Oh.
So, Tom gets F, and Carl gets an A+. I'm thinking about a replacement. Just kidding, I wouldn't do that.
The lighting, again, is terrible on my brother, but he is just relishing this role. I'm so glad he's doing theater in college now.
What do you want to do now?
You wanna go play video games?
Ah, yeah.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
So, that was episode 4. I hope you all liked it. I sure didn't. It's basically just another episode where nothing happens. But episode 5 is when we finally started getting back into the plot, if you can believe it. We actually started moving along the narrative. Since when is that a thing in movies that happen in shows? Oh, hi everyone. I really commend you all for getting through that entire video. Great job, but this is actually only part 1 of a 2-part video. Can you even believe it? It was so long that I had to split it into 2 parts. If you're in the future, part 2 is probably already out, so you can click on it, and you can go to my channel and find it and all that stuff. It should be already there. But if you're in the present time, which is 2017, what is the day? Thursday, April 2016th, then it isn't out yet, and it should be out on Saturday. You all get what I'm saying. Part 2 should be out then, and hopefully you enjoyed this video, and yeah, it's not over yet though. It's gotta be more. Yay.
I think if we do the, like, bulbous